Today we'll learn about adding and subtracting unlike mixed numbers. Let's go straight to the examples. Let's say we want to add 1 1/3 and 2 1/4. As we know from the previous section, the LCM of 3 and 4 is simply 12. So what we need to do is multiply the top and bottom by 4 here to make the denominator 12, and multiply top and bottom by 3 in here to make it 12. So at this point what we're going to get is 1 n 4 twelfths, 2 n 3 twelfths. When you add, you simply add 4 plus 3, 7, denominator stays the same, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 and 7 twelfths. You will have to simplify if you need to. Let's do an example where we will need to do some modifications after we add. Let's add 1 n 7/8 and 1 n 3/4. The first thing you need to do is to find the LCM. The LCM of 8 and 4 is simply 8. What you need to do is you need to make both denominators 8, and the second one you need to multiply top and bottom by 2. So let's do that. I'm going to rewrite 1 and 7/8, 1 and 6/8. Now again, like previous example, I just have to add the numerators. 7 plus 6, 13/8. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 and 13/8. But the problem is, this is not a proper mixed number because this part is an improper fraction. So what I need to do, I need to tackle 13/8. What is 13/8 in terms of mixed number? Remember how we went from an improper fraction into a mixed number? You just go and simply divide. You have 1/8 in 13, and when you subtract you'll get 5. So here's my remainder. In other words, 13/8 is the same as 1 and 5/8. So what I need to do is I need to take this 1 and 5/8 and I put it in here. So you had 2 before, and 13/8 is 1 and 5/8. And now what do you have? 2 plus 1, 3 and 5/8. So the answer is not 2 and 13/8, but the answer is 3 and 5/8. Now let's see how we can subtract unlike mixed numbers. Let's say we had 2 and 2/3, and we want to subtract 1 and 1/6. Now we have to start by finding the LCM, and LCM happens to be 6. So what I need to do, I need to go and I need to change the denominators into 6 by multiplying the top and the bottom by the number that I need to. Now I have 2 and 4/6, 1 and 1/6. All I have to do is subtract the fraction part. 4 minus 1, that's 3. 2 minus 1, that's 1. Now, you have to look at your fractional part and make sure things get simplified. So let's go ahead and simplify. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the answer is simply 1 and 1/2 instead of 1 and 3/6. Now let's do another example. Let's say I have 2 and 1/6, and I want to subtract 1 and 2/3. Again, you start with the LCM. Your LCM in this case is 6. So you need to make the denominator 6. So this has to be 1, and this has to be 2. So let's see how that works. We are subtracting. Now we have 2 and 1/6 and 1 and 4/6. Now I want to subtract, but the problem is this 4 is bigger than 1. So what I need to do, I need to borrow from the whole part. So if you remember, 2 is 1 plus 1, so this is the same as 1 plus 1 and 1/6. Right? So instead of 2 and 1/6, I wrote 1 plus 1 and 1/6. Now this part I'm going to write as an improper fraction. What is that 1 and 1/6? 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 7/6. So 1 plus 1 and 1/6 is the same as 1 plus 7/6. And what did I have before? 1 and 4/6. Now the beauty of that is the 7 is bigger than 4. That means I can subtract. And 1 minus 1, that's 0. And 0 doesn't count, so you have 3/6, which is the same as, let's go and simplify. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So simply we have 1/2. Let's do one more example. Let's say I have 3 and 1/5, and I want to subtract 1 and 3/4. Now I have to start with the LCM. The LCM in this case is 20. Multiply top and bottom by 4. Multiply top and bottom by 5. Now you have to rewrite 3 and 4/20, 1 and 15/20. Now I'm supposed to subtract. This is smaller than 15. Remember what I do? I need to borrow. 3 is 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. And remember what we did? Change this into an improper fraction, which is the same as 20 times 1 plus 4. 24 over 20. And you had 1/15 over 20. I don't change that. And this number is smaller than this one. That means I can subtract 24 minus 15, 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. And you look whether or not you can simplify. In this case, you cannot. That means you're done.